This podcast is part of the Deluxe Edition Network. To find other great shows on the network, head over to deluxeeditionnetwork.com. That's deluxeeditionnetwork.com.
I am Dracula.
Welcome back, everyone, to a new episode of the Graveyard Club. Halloween it's creeping up.
Fast approaching.
Creeping up, and what better way to talk about like an old spooky film that I like.
Yeah, so this one is your pick.
So this is my pick now. So as you may know, for season 2, we're taking turns, me and Dee, picking films. Like, so she got Beetlejuice last time, so my pick.
Did I get Beetlejuice, or was that much? Was it?
I think, yeah, we just picked him, but Dee has a good one coming up, so keep an eye out like for that. But today, we're talking about Freaks from 1932. Directed by Tod Browning. Now, you might be familiar with him. He done the old Dracula, the black and white Lugosi, and he's known for doing the Unholy Tree. I've never seen that one. Like, but this film, Freaks, it's almost looked at as like an exploitation film. When it came out in the 30s, like the cinemas, like the people, like the audience didn't really get it at the time. Like, it ruined the director's career. So it was it was banned for years.
I don't even know if people will get it now.
Well, does it? I don't know. It's great to look back on it now, like, but it got more popular back in the 60s then, like it got like a resurgence in the 60s.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically what it is, it's just, like, do you remember in the 1930s there was these freak shows, the carnival shows over, mainly popular in America.
Yeah.
And you'd have tigers and all, but like back then you'd even have like people with severe fucking deformities and, you know, stuff like that. And
Well,
you were
yeah.
calling them freaks, which is nobody says that now, that's so offensive, like.
Yeah. No,
So
I know that.
I'll try not to call them freaks in it, but that's basically what they are in the film.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this film, and actually Tod Browning, the director, grew up in a circus as well.
Yeah.
So he has that circus background. So this movie was fucking brilliant. Like, it's black and white, like, and I'm telling you, D is probably one of my favourite ones. It's an hour long, and I don't know, it's just an easy one. It's just an easy one to watch, I think.
I wouldn't say easy. Like, it definitely reminds me of American Horror Story Freak Show. So I'm assuming a lot of the inspiration was taken from this
film.
movie.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say it's easy to watch.
See,
It's interesting, definitely.
What I get about it, like, there's little to no plot. Like, something happens in it, but the film spends more time showing you the way the freaks are, and it treats the freaks as just like your average. Like, the way they're written in this film, it's fucking brilliant. Like, that's why it's great to look back on it. And the two characters, the two villains in this film, you'd say, are the actress' name is Olga. I forget. The strong man was called Hercules, and Cleopatra.
Oh, Cleopatra, yeah.
The character Cleopatra that we're going to be talking about is like kind of the villain in the film, and these are like normal abled people. So do you know what I mean? It's almost like a little reverse thing, like, and like the freaks are just the way they're shot and written, like, it's just brilliant. Like, I find very clever, like.
Yeah,
like,
they're made to look very normal.
Yeah, like does co-joint twins. Conjoined twins, and they both have different husbands, and they're talking in the film.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? There's little quirky things like that. It doesn't make fun of the freak shows. It doesn't really show like a bad light on them, I don't think. But I don't know.
No, I think it shows them doing a lot of like random stuff, like doing washing and cooking, and
Yeah.
not that they're like irrelevant scenes, but
Yeah.
it paints them like just normal people, like, which they are obviously.
Yeah. For what the plot is, and anyway, at the very start of the film, you see a circus ringmaster, and there's an audience, and he's bringing them around and showing them all the different attractions. And you see a pit, and it zooms down, but it cuts off before you get to see what's in the pit. So then it flashes back,
Yeah.
and we see Hans. Now, Hans is a small fella.
Small is
Small.
not
like,
the word. He's tiny. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a tiny little fella, and he's enjoying Cleopatra's act, and she's like a trapeze artist. You know what I mean? Like, so she's enjoying that, and then Hans' wife is Hilda. Oh no, Frida. And
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Like she's basically looking at him like Gawk
She's
Cleopatra.
also little, isn't she?
Yeah, the two of them are the same. And funny enough, in real life, I think they're fucking brothers and sisters. There was
Oh,
a few of
really?
them, yeah, and they were in loads of different films, like.
Oh my god. Right, okay.
So yeah, it's a typical 1930s, and fucking yeah, Cleopatra straight away starts to flirt with Hans. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you remember she was like dropping her shoulders,
Yeah,
like
which
trying
I
to.
thought was so fucking weird at the
So
start.
straight away, like, do you know what I mean? Like, she's a bit of a bitch, this one. I like her. I forget, Olga something is the actress's name. I thought she was pretty good. Like, she was like a Russian actress.
Yeah.
But I thought she was good on that. Like, but yeah, she's pure flirting with Hans, and do you know what I mean? It gets to the point where Hans actually leaves his wife.
Yeah, but do
Or-
we know that Hans has like money or circus?
Before, yeah. So that's what happens. Like the flirting keeps going along, and Hans gifts his fucking Cleopatra like an expensive necklace.
Mm-hmm.
So she cops then that he has a bit of money.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
she gets told about like he's getting left the fortune of the circus when the owner dies. Like,
So she's like, right, let's do it.
let's do it. I'm gonna marry him and fuck him off. Then I'm gonna kill him.
Dark.
But Cleopatra's real love interest is Hercules.
Right, okay.
That's the fucking circus strongman, and I actually thought he was fucking brilliant.
Yeah, he was good, he was funny.
So, like, do you know what I mean? While this is all going on, you're getting introduced to the other characters in the film. Like, there's a fella rolling the smoke, and he has no limbs
What's he rolling smoke with his lip?
with his lips.
Yeah, yeah.
Now it's
Like,
cut in the
that's
film.
impressive, like.
That is fucking impressive, like. And I don't know what else did we see. Like the bearded lady has a baby with the real skinny fella.
What's the real skinny fella shop again? I think he's just really skinny.
You just see him really serving drinks in the film. Like, remember when they're all sitting down and he's coming over with the drinks and he's real skinny, like. But and a lot like there's
Who else? All them people where I think they have like
a pinhead
I
syndrome.
think
like
they have microcephaly. To
yeah,
be honest,
yeah.
That's what it's called. But
one was called Schlitzie, and it was real popular back in the day. Apparently, I was looking him up like.
yeah, but there have a few of them people that look very similar, and then they have don't they have somebody with just feet? I think, and she's like
Yeah,
she's making him food.
Yeah, and like she's drinking and eating where her feet she has no
She's
hands.
eating and drinking. Like it's
But
a good old freak show.
But when I say this film is a bit exploitation, obviously it has that sort of stuff and it's rammed up, it's in your face. Like, do you remember the scene where we see Hercules and Cleopatra and do you know what I mean? So everyone thinks in the circus that Cleo and Hans have a thing now.
Yeah.
But one of them catches Hercules and Cleo together in the trailer.
Frida.
Was it? No, it wasn't Frida. It was like, because Frida's the little one. But do you remember Hercules
Yeah,
runs out and
yeah.
punches her?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm going to play that clip right now.
Did you see him? He was out there again tonight.
He followed you from the last town.
I know it, and if Eddie sees it, there'll be a fight.
Well, it ain't your fault.
Ah, there you are, Francis. I thought you'd gone to bed.
Oh, Rolo.
Well, you hear that crowd out there again tonight? I bet you thought the tent was on fire, huh? Well, it was.
Because that was absolutely fucked up. That took me off guard.
Fucking hell.
Like, that's...
How did I forget that?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? I love that part. But there is other characters running around. And, like, Frida is Hans' actual wife, and she does the laundry with... there's a girl called Venus. And
Yes.
her love interest is Frozzo the clown. Do you remember him?
Oh my
The
god,
fella that's
yeah.
going to clown. So,
I
like,
think he has just a stutter.
yeah.
But his classes are
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, so, and as we said, there's conjoined twins that get married to separate people.
which
Oh, yeah?
Yes, and you must come to see us sometime.
Thanks. And you must come to come to see us sometime, too.
I certainly...
is yeah.
So another good scene coming up is when Hans and Cleo get married. And do you remember Cleo, she's spiking Hans' drink? Mm-hmm. Like, pure obvious, like, I don't know how she didn't get fucking caught. And in attempt to kill him. The rest of the circus is kind of like celebrating Cleo, and like they're inviting her to join.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
and they're
yeah,
passing
fair.
around this big chalice. I'm not sure what's in it. But
think
they're all
it's just like
passing
drink,
it
I
around.
think, no?
They're all passing around taking subs out of it. And it gets to her. And like she obviously gets freaked out.
Yeah.
And calls them freaks and fucks the drink over them. And do you know what I mean? And tells them all to get the fuck out. Like, Hercules tells them get the fuck out. Like, Hans is still there. And that's when It's terrible. Like Hercules throws hands on top of Cleo's shoulders, and they're running around and all. He has his hands in his face in his hands. Like
Oh, I know, it's real
terrible.
sad. Like, he looks like a toddler.
And like, do you know what I mean? You feel sorry. Like he's a silly fucker in the film hands, but you do feel sorry for him. Like you just fucked off
I
Frida like
felt
that.
terrible for him. Well, I was a bit
And
annoyed
the
that he
missus,
fucked
though.
off Frida. And then I was like, this is just... He's so small, like...
Yeah.
It's terrible. It's terrible. But it's a good film, the way it's shot, like.
So later on that night, he passes out from the. He actually apologizes to Cleo, but he passes out from the poison, and he wakes
Yeah,
up.
he's talking all slow.
Yeah, do you remember that? And he just drops. So do you know what I mean? He kind of cops straight away that he's getting poisoned.
Yeah.
That he's getting poisoned. What the fuck happened there?
That was like a ghost. Oh my god, sorry about that. But
Well, anyway, yeah. So like,
does that say hell? No, sorry.
what the fuck? Don't be spooking me out.
No, I'm serious. The computer just kept going by itself and it spelled out hell with loads of L's.
So Hand finds out he's been getting poisoned, and comes up with a plan for revenge. And they trap her in one of the wagons. Remember,
all the freaks get in on it.
And they're whipping out their noise and all that. Remember that was pretty good.
Right, play that clip.
Play the clip here. And yeah, like for some reason the horse and carriage, that it's going all over the place. Like, do you know what I mean? It ends up tipping over. So Cleopatra actually
I
ends
think
up.
they loosened the things or something.
Did he?
Because basically all the freaks get in on it.
Yeah.
And
Everyone's
they're
in
like,
on it.
fuck these two,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
So they're fucked. Like Hercules is fucked as well, because they all know like they're
What
involved.
happens to
Like,
Hercules again? I can't remember.
so this is actually the end of the film. This is how quick and short the fucking plot is. Like,
Yes.
very
yeah.
quick. Cleopatra gets away, and Hercules jumps into Venus. That's the other blonde girl.
Yes.
That's the other blonde girl. He jumps into her carriage and attempt to kill her because she knows what's going on as well. And that's when Frozzo jumps in and kind of saves her.
Good hell, Frozen.
And remember, he crawls under a trailer.
Yeah.
Under one of the carriages or whatever. And this is one of the most iconic scenes. Like, they're all crawling. And like, there's no music, you can just hear pouring rain and you can just hear them crawl.
I know. It's
Do you know what I mean? Like,
just-
that's proper
That was just-
horror.
yeah.
Like that was fucking deadly. Like, I have to admit.
And I think because it's in black and white as well, it's
Yeah.
just
And Cleopatra pretty much.
extra spooky dooky.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Before we give away the plot straight away, like, do you remember what we're talking about? And like, there was a pit that the circus ringleader was showing everyone, ringmaster. So what happens? You're asking what happens to Cleo. They don't show it in the film, but the freaks obviously get their hands on her and mutilate her to bits, and you see at the
Make
end.
her a real freak.
Yeah, and the zooms back into that pit again that we seen in the first scene, and it's Cleopatra, and she has one eye is plucked out. She's no arms or anything like that, and she's like covered in feathers, and she's making like chicken noises.
Yeah, literally, like it's.
I'll play that clip here. Fuck.
Insert.
So yeah,
Yeah, that's
So,
just like
in the original,
pure event, like karma's a
yeah,
bitch.
and it was like, I loved how snappy the film was. That's what I loved about it.
There was no nonsense. It was bang,
No.
bang, bang. Like quick plot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
twist.
I'm asking you,
Revenge.
like a genuine question. What was complicated about that film? Was that not a straightforward enough film?
No. Well, you put it like that, it's a straight enough film. But the fact that it's when you get into it about like the themes that are in it, like
It's
freaks,
bizarre.
body horror, exploitation, miscarriages, murder, like
Yeah.
it's like what the fuck. And then you see all the characters. It's a lot to absorb. Like I think I
Yeah.
had to watch it 2 or 3 times.
Do you think it was a good light or a bad light that was shed on the people?
No, I think it was like a good, like, I don't know, it shouldn't really, it's a good view of what it might have been like back in the day, because
Yeah.
obviously that stuff doesn't or shouldn't happen now.
Before I talk more, to finally wrap up the movie, it kind of skips like a couple of months in, and you know how Hans has a bit of cash, so he's chilling in the mansion, he's in a suit, and he's has the hands behind the backs, and he's chilling at
The
the
light
fireplace.
from.
And Venus, Frozzo, and Frida come in, and basically Frida and Hans get back together at the end. So it's like a little
He
happy ending.
apologises.
Yeah, apologizes and he's
Frida.
crying. Remember, like that was
I
a nice little
know,
scene.
he's so cute.
That like did you cut that out in the original cut of it. I'm not sure.
It
Like
wraps
that's in
it
the
up
DVD.
nicely, like.
Does, doesn't it?
Because it is short, as you said, it's a short film. But
It spends more time talking about the characters, which I kind of appreciate. Like, do you know?
yeah. But also the main guy, Hans, he reminds me of Boss Baby.
Yeah.
So I feel like now looking back, I'm like, so many inspirations taken from this film.
Yeah.
Doesn't get any credit. Maybe it wasn't it, but it really
This
looks like
film,
Boss Baby.
I say, is hugely influential.
It has to be
Unbelievably.
because it's bizarre. Like every American Horror Story, but every
lot of it.
episode of that Freaks season, I think it's season, I don't know, 3, but the conjoined twins, the strong guy, the bearded lady, the people with microcephaly, I don't know what they call them, pinheads, did you say?
Yeah.
Obviously that's derogatory, but that's what they're called.
Yeah.
And loads of other stuff, like it's just not exact copy, but it's very similar to this film. So it's
Definitely
iconic.
heavily
Would
inspired
you say
by
it's a cult classic or has a cult
This one?
following?
this film.
Yeah.
Cult classic.
Okay.
The director Tod Browning. Do you not think he was ahead of his time for this film?
Oh no, absolutely. I'm just wondering
Unbelievable.
what the stats are saying. Like, is it a cult classic?
Oh yeah, no, it's highly regarded now
Okay,
as a cult
brilliant.
classic. Like, do you know what I mean?
It
Like,
deserves it.
that's what I find very interesting. At the time when this came out, he was a real popular regarded director, and I think he made this straight after Dracula. I think another company. I don't know if this was Universal. I don't know. Did it say Universal at the
I
start?
don't know.
forget.
Pop up the I think you should insert some of the posters because the writing on the posters are also bizarre.
Yeah.
The descriptions, like,
Yeah.
again, the time. What's the 1930s?
1930s, yeah, very outdated, of course. Like, do you know what I mean?
Like, we're
but
meant to
that's-
be Mickey Mousing around in the 1930s,
Yeah.
not freaking out. But
Well, it's like a
Fair
time
play.
capsule to look back to see what it was like. Do you know what I mean?
Crazy, isn't
It's mad. Like, that's what, like, I can't watch every black and white film, but there's a
No.
few fucking golden ones in that rough. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, a lot of them are fucking rough, I have to admit. But like, especially the ones I have downstairs, I think I have more fucking black and white ones than I do in colours. But like, some great ones.
yeah, I think you do actually.
But I'm telling you, before we get into the ratings and all, like, if you're listening, like, and you haven't seen this film, definitely give it a fucking try. Like, I tried to recommend this to about 20 people in the last 2 weeks. Been dying to do this review.
So I think definitely with Halloween coming up in the spooky season, it's the perfect excuse to watch it.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. Very Halloweeny. Like,
Very Halloweeny, very.
1 hour long, so you can't, like, even if you'd like,
You can't give out about it.
you can't give out
yeah.
about it. Like,
Like, you don't waste too much time if you really don't like it.
that's one of the drawbacks if I would have said about this film. It
You
feels-
wanted more time. Like.
wanted more, like, like there's scenes where you're like, oh fuck, that cut real quick. You know?
Yeah, but it's also quick to the point. It doesn't drag on as well, because I feel like it is a strange enough film, so
Yeah.
it's a nice short.
Yeah, and this is a problem that I found with a lot of the ones I've seen on YouTube. Like, loads of films to be on YouTube for free now, like, but I have the DVD as well, and the audio is a bit shit. Like, sometimes,
It's a bit crackly and grainy, but I feel like that might just be the film itself.
but I've tons of, like, not even Blu-rays, like DVDs, and the black and white, and the sound does be a lot better. Like, it's particularly with that film, like, sometimes you can't really hear Hans' voice and some other people's voices. Just the audio, it's not picking up every pitch.
It's such an old film though. Maybe.
Yeah. Oh, it's really old. What, another 10 years, another 9 years, that'd be 100 years old.
Oh my god! Yeah, when
Yeah.
you think about it that way,
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ, yeah.
There's no Nosferatu now, I think it's 100 years old, or probably more now.
We should do that as well.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely. But before we give our ratings and our thoughts, we'll run a little at it. So, you know yourself, Dee, I've had a beard, 5 years now, and I've went through different products. And, Joe, I'm not really happy with a lot of stuff. See, like beard oils and all, they never really work on me until I found this company, Denson. And just over there you can check out high quality beard trimmers, oils, face washes, everything over there, and I use it every day. So if you want to use it, you, the listener, I have a lovely code over there for you, Graveyard, to save yourself 30% off, 35% off actually. So that's Graveyard at the checkout for 35% off.
So after all the coffee fueled episodes, somebody finally decided to sponsor us. So if you want some seasonal award-winning and specialty coffees for high-quality blends, check out Coffee Bros in the link in the description. So for 10% off, use the code GRAVE10. for some complex taste notes from fragrant and aromatic to bold and rich. And everybody knows I love coffee. Every episode I have a coffee, I physically cannot function.
Somebody's been listening to us out there.
Finally.
So if you love coffee as much as they here, check the links out below.
You know I wouldn't send you on any bad beans.
No.
So yeah, check the link out below for 10% off.
Now, let's get back into the video.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Everybody be cool, because this is season 3 of the Church of Tarantino podcast, and we're about to get medieval on your ass. I'm your host, the Reverend Scott K, and for our 3rd season here at the church, we'll be taking an in-depth look at the film that not only changed cinema, but made
We out the gimp
and
Royale with cheese
a part of the pop culture lexicon practically overnight. I'm of course talking about Pulp Fiction as it turns 30.
We should have shotguns with this kind of deal.
Along the way, we'll also be taking an investigative look at the psyche of the characters from the world of Pulp Fiction to see what makes them tick on our character study series.
Well, let's not start sucking each other's dicks quite yet.
And over on our Inglourious Blue Ball series, we'll be taking a deep dive into the numerous project announcements spewed from QT's mouth over the past 30 plus years to give you the level of blue balls these unrealized projects have left us with.
I hid this uncomfortable hunk of metal up my ass 2 years.
So grab yourself a big kahuna burger and a $5 shake and stop on down to the Church of Tarantino and become a member of the coolest fucking church around.
God damn, Jimmy. This some serious gourmet shit.
Now touching you 3 times a month.
So ratings, D. I'll let you go first because I'll be a couple of minutes talking about how much I love this film and how much it's going to be a 5 out of 5. Spoiler alert.
Okay. Pressure.
You said you can tear it apart if you want.
You do you. Okay.
Sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you cook a little bit.
Oh my god. Right, I'm gonna just say.
Start off with the guts. Start with the guts. What did you like?
I liked the
Was the acting good?
atmosphere was great. The plot was just crazy, so that was drew me attention straight away. So I liked that. The ending, the length, the couple of things I didn't like were the lack of variety of scenes. Like it was just a lot of in the same setting.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see a little bit. I don't know.
That's very true. Like it's almost like the same angle, just different characters.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
thing.
No, look, I'm not hating on it. It's 1930s or whatever. Also, like some of it's painful to like as you said, because you can't really hear the voices sometimes.
Yeah.
It's painful to watch some of the scenes because you're like, what the fuck are you saying? Like
you can't hear it thing in some of the scenes.
It's whack a little bit, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, and I don't know if that's the way the actors were talking.
Or it could be the quality
really
of the.
or something,
could be the quality of what we have now.
And yeah, I don't know. So for me, I'm gonna say maybe a 3.
3. What I didn't like about this film, and it's not a lot I didn't like, there was scenes where they definitely could have added it. Like it sounded very choppy in a lot of scenes. Like sounded and like it kind of cut it very choppy, like as in it was jumping very quick to scenes, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like it's moving way too quick. So you can tell. I think there was like 30 minutes of it.
Yeah, that's
taken out.
And
you can tell. You can tell. But for what we get, I don't know. I thought all the actors done a brilliant job. Nothing was cringy. Like I have a feeling like it might have been set in France. Because everyone has like almost like a little
Germany, no?
Germany, it might have been because everyone has like a little bit of an accent.
Oh, they've such an accent.
Do you know what I mean? Like
European.
And they're saying like sayings that they say in other countries. I just forget what it was, but they were definitely in a different country. Thought the setting was good. The idea of the circus, like Tod Browning has a good idea what he's doing, so thought that was pretty good. Like, but and what I did like, I liked everything. Do you know what I mean? Like, we just went through it. The plot was lovely. Lovely and short.
More or less your Stan. Yeah. We get it. We get it. 5 out of 5. We get it. We don't need to.
And no, what we do, because like this film doesn't get talked about enough, I don't think.
That's true. It definitely doesn't.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it definitely doesn't.
We're talking about little cult classics over here, Dee. And do you know what I mean? Like, well, here, what do you have for your next one?
Okay, next one I've decided is Possession.
From 1981, I think. pretty sure 1981. Weird film.
Strange, but you know what?
I think we should go downstairs and maybe try that on after.
I'm a strange lady. Well, I'm refreshed on it. Yeah, we can anyway. So.
I might need to be refreshed. If you know that one, let us know down in the comments.
It's a quite difficult watch, but it's interesting and it's worth it, and there's a lot of depth to it as well.
Yeah, a lot of things happening, and is it regarded as a cult classic? It probably is.
It is now, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
The girl in it is very good, but yeah, we'll save that.
We won't go too much. Yeah. But, and then what would your next one be?
Oh. See, I know I know I can't keep dragging you. I know I can't keep dragging you to watch these black and white ones. Can I? I would just say.
But look, I'm open to suggestions as well, so I don't know.
And then I'm half tempted maybe go full blown and start reviewing Martyrs. Start reviewing should we get mad into the horror Who knows?
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
There's just that's what's great about just being a horror podcast. Just stick in the horror. There's so much there.
Within horror, there's so many different types of horror, and I think that's great.
Loads. And by the way, if you're to listen over on Spotify, you can leave a rating over there, and it really helps out. I think we're just touching 50 ratings over there, so give us a rating over there. It really helps, even if it's not
Tell
too
me
high.
if you're rating or you're hating.
I don't know if you can leave comments over on Spotify, but if you're on YouTube,
if you can, try it.
Which you're on YouTube, which I hope you are, the video should be liked and there should be a comment halfway typed by now. Because we're on the road to 500 subs, and we're almost there. We're on 381.
We're almost there.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If this is our third one now, weekly podcast. We're after doing one every weekday. The consistency is fucking key there. Do you know what I mean? And we're doing it.
We're doing it. Yeah, you're holding me to it.
Yeah. Well, I'd give this film a 5 out of 5.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favourite fucking black and white films. If you haven't seen it, I'd advise you to fucking do. Tod Browning is one of my favourite directors. I actually talked about him in a previous video. I might link that in the description. But yeah,
Nice.
But we're over on Instagram. Dee, thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me again.
I'm looking forward to more of your suggestions and more of your consistency on this podcast, because the fourth season was kind of doing a few on my own, and I was looking back and I go, this is fucking desperate. I need Dee here with me. Do you know what I mean?
I know, but busy girl,
busy girl, yeah. I know. Oh yeah.
But no, I've carved out a good bit of time, so let's go.
Yeah, and hopefully with the new job you could have even more time.
Yeah. But anyways, we're off to feed the cats now because they're screaming outside.
We're off to feed the cats. If you made it this far and you're still listening,
thank you, Sean.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate Dee. And anyone showing support over on all the socials, I fucking appreciate that. Fucking love you. Right? See you on the next one. See you next week. Good luck.
Bye.
How she got that way will never be known. Some say a jealous lover. Others, that it was the code of the freaks. Others, the storm. Believe it or not, there she is.
I am Dracula.
Do you enjoy movies?
Do you enjoy adult beverages?
Do you enjoy conversations that could go off the rails at any second?
If you said yes to any of these questions, then you should check out the Films and Fermentation podcast. I'm Leo.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Mike.
We're just three friends
who like to talk shit about movies
while getting shit-faced. So join us every week as we discuss interesting movie topics like best ensemble films, most paused moments in cinema, and the occasional movie review, plus so much more.
When you add drinking, you have no idea where this conversation could go.
So find us on Spotify, Apple Pods, Good Pods, YouTube, or wherever you go to listen to your favorite shows. You could also visit linktree.com/films and fermentation to find all of our social media and podcast links. We'll be waiting for you to join us weekly at the crossroads between pickled and fermented. Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye.